I'm Mahesh M. Thakur. I'm here to talk to you about the SAGER framework today. The SAGER framework is a 5-step principle to be able to survive and thrive in any business you're owning or running or leading. Let's start with the first principle. The S in the SAGER framework is set of N. The set of N means that does the CEO, does the business owner understand what the top priorities are for the business? No matter how big your business is, or no matter how small, no matter how many resources you have, you as a CEO, you as a business owner always needs to know, always needs to be aware what are the topmost priorities. Because if you understand that, and if you can prioritize that for the team, that can almost always lead to success. That's because you are making sure you are doubling down and your teams are doubling down. In these times, in chaotic times or in times of recession, you have to make sure that those top three or top five are super clear to you, to your general managers, to your sales teams, to your engineering leaders, to everybody who is involved in the planning and the execution process. So that's the first principle, which is S. Be clear about the set of top 10. The second principle is alignment. Once you are clear what your priorities are, work tirelessly with your board, with your execs, with your teams, with your leaders to bring alignment. Because if they don't understand or if they have not committed to what your top N are, you're not going to succeed. So at all times, make sure you're working collaboratively, you're listening to them, you're hearing different opinions, and you're making sure you're aligning with them on what the top N or what is the set of N initiatives that you are working towards for the company. The third principle, the G, stands for growth. Stand and appreciate the time you're in and look out at competitors. Look out in your ecosystem for opportunities to expand at this point. Look at your competitors to see if they are shrinking, if there is a sign of weakness, on how you can find a strategic lens either to partner with them or simply acquire or buy them out. That'll help you when the times start to get better because now you'll have a bigger market share, you have a stronger base of customers, and obviously a much better position coming out of a recession or coming out of a tough economic cycle. So keep your eyes on growth. Look at all the avenues that will allow your company to grow and catapult down the road. The fourth principle, the E, is empower. Once you have shared your priorities, once you have achieved alignment, once you understand what the growth levers are, empower your managers, empower your leaders to run the ship. Avoid micromanaging, avoid getting in the way of how they think they want to do things, because that's the time you want to step back and see how your prioritization and your messaging has worked and how good your leaders are in understanding and carrying forward the plans that you've laid out and the plans that you aligned with them. So empower them with resources, empower them with the abilities to make their decisions, sometimes even make their own mistakes and learn, but empower them at all times. The fifth and the last principle I want to talk to you about today is ruthless prioritization. That means you are ruthless about what you've chosen as your top N as a company. Anything that's ongoing which is not in alignment with these top N, let's say it's top 3, top 5, you must figure out a way to stop investing in those initiatives or those projects, including your time as a CEO or as a business owner, because you're the biggest way people are going to be looking at, biggest signal people are going to be looking at and arriving at the decision as to how serious is our company in terms of the prioritization. So you must take the time to demonstrate that you are yourself investing your time only in those top initiatives that have been prioritized across the company, and making sure that anything new that comes in, it's either in alignment with those top 10 or it has to wait. It has to wait for the next planning cycle. And that's the only way. When you're ruthless about your prioritization, when you're ruthless in terms of what are the core strategic things that you'll focus on, you will achieve solid alignment, solid execution, and therefore good chances of being successful and coming out stronger no matter what challenges you have, no matter what the economic challenges exist. So once again, this is a SAGER framework, SAGER. I would love for you to apply this and leave me your comments on your thoughts, your questions, and any experiences that you have as a result of applying this framework. Thank you.